We play and call it work.
Hey there, Wargamers. Josh here to bring another bearded Batrep. Today I got Gil with me all the way from Boston.
Yep, outside Boston, Massachusetts.
What's the deal? I don't hear an accent.
Originally from New Jersey, so you might hear a Jersey accent.
Every once in a while. Only when you get like super upset. Like once you get super, I do the same thing. The Canadian comes out more and more. So we're gonna throw down 2,000 points. We're gonna do an open war game today. Now that you're new to open war.
I am. Yep.
So I've been playing a bunch of it, but you can't really prepare for open war. It's just one of those, I don't know, one of those weird oddball games. So 2,000 points. Today I'm going to be running the Deathwatch along with the good old Knights, because you are running...
Custodes, all on bikes, 3 units of 3, 1 warlord on the bike, a knight, the knight errant, 2 armiger helverns, and 3 assassins, 2 Klexi, and 1... I think he's the Calidus, the close combat one.
So, oh geez, okay. Kind of the Imperial soup without like being the like real jerky Imperial soup. So definitely kind of I think a more competitive list than what I'm used to facing. So let's see if the Deathwatch can make do. Now, if you folks at home want to come in and challenge us to a game, go to miniwargaming.com/challenge, send us an email, and we'll get you booked in. Other than that, let's check out the armies, the board, and get to the game. Alright, so kind of a standard loadout for me here. I've got a good old battalion of Deathwatch along with a super heavy detachment of Knights. Let's do some basic math. That should leave me with, what, 11 command points. I haven't figured out Warlord traits or anything yet, but hopefully that's enough to kind of edge out a little bit there and get some advantage going, because I don't think you have nearly as many command points. Starting off, looking here at the Deathwatch, the 2 HQ choices. On the right hand, good old Smash Captain. I love him. He's seen me through thick and thin. He will be the Warlord here. Warlord trait, we're going to go Castellan of the Black Vault, which is adding 1 to the damage characteristic of his Thunderhammer. So should be kind of handy dandy. And as far as relics, I don't know. I'm going to go with the Beacon and Jealous because it's just always good being able to teleport a squad to him. So obviously Thunderhammer, Storm Shield, and Jump Pack, as well as a Bolt Pistol. Next to him, we've got a good old Captain there, nothing special, Mastercrafted Bolter, and Power Sword. Next up, the first troop choice here in the battalion, I've got a veteran squad. So, I don't know, like a slight variation on what I normally run. The Sarge has a Plasma Pistol Power Sword. Black Shield is going to be Power Sword and Bolter. The Vanguard Vet is going to be Chainsword and Power Sword. Then I've got 3 vets with bolters and storm shields, and then 3 vets with frag launchers. Over here now, veteran squad, nice and simple loadout. They're all going to be chainsword and stalker bolters. And then we've got some Primaris Marines hanging out here. I've got 5 intercessors and a squad with 4 Hellblasters. Everybody's favorite ugly flyer, got a Corvus Blackstar with the Storm Strike missiles and las cannons. That gave him the Infernum Halo launcher. I can't find the bit right now, but most of the people don't even know what it looks like anyway, so that's okay. Moving over to the Knights, pretty, again, the standard loadout. We've got the 4 of them here, so I've got 2 Armiger Warglaives, which are going to be then running around on their own. And we have got a Armiger Helverin, and that's all backed up by a Knight Errant in the back there, with the Rocket Pod and the Melta Cannon and, of course, the Gauntlet. So that makes it my 2,000 points. Over here now, we got to look at 2,000 points worth of Gil's Imperium army. Can you break it down? What are the detachments we're looking at?
So the Custodes are in an Outrider detachment, which gets me 1 CP. The Knights are in their
just super heavy.
Yep, so that's 3 command points. The Army's Battle Forged, so that gets me 3 more for a total of 7. The Assassins are in a Vanguard, but the Assassin detachment does not get you any command points at all, so a total of 7.
Starting off here with the display board, we have got, what is that, the 3 Assassins and I assume a Custodes character?
Yep, he is hunting down an Alpha Legion member that has infiltrated the Deathwatch detachment. Apparently their admission policies are a little bit too flexible when they did not ask for a background check.
That's actually kind of fair. That works with the black shields. What do you got for loadouts on? Because the assassins can't take warrior, but I assume the captain can?
Yes, so he has 2 hurricane bolters. He has his interceptor spear. He has a warlord trait of superior creation that gives him a 5-up feel no pain, and he also has a relic, the free relic, that gives him 3-up invuln, and he rerolls charges.
Nice.
Or failed charges.
Next up, we've got some more jet bikes.
So these jet bikes, the 3 up top, have the missiles, and they have aqua spear tips, which kind of helps you see the difference between the dark blue navy spear tips, which those guys will have hurricane bolters.
Cool. Rounding off that outrider detachment.
We have 2 units of 3 Custode bikers, the Veritas Pradars. They're the same, 2 units of 3 with hurricane bolters.
Of course, the super heavy detachment here.
This is House Mortan. I'm going to spend a command point to take a Warlord trait to give the Big Knight a 4-up invuln, and the 2 Armiger Helverns both have heavy stubbers.
Very cool. And that makes up 2,000 points worth of Imperium. Here's the board we're playing on today. We're using a GameMat.eu mat. And then I got kind of a mix of terrain. A lot of this is Greenleaf terrain stuff with some Games Workshop and some other kind of doodads thrown onto the map. We haven't done the open war cards yet, but we're going to do that in just a second, figure out what kind of game we're playing. And here we go, get 3 piles. So as is standard, Gil's going to be the one drawing the cards now. I usually, because I don't want to start taking cards out of the decks and losing them, if we get something that I've done a bunch before, I'll give you the option if you want to re-roll it. So starting off with the deployment, what kind of deployment map have we got? Flip it over there for the folks.
We have a...
Well, that's pretty standard
classic.
Basic. Now I'll give you the option, because again, everybody sees that in game. If you want to flip a second card and we'll stick with that one, it's up to you, we can keep that.
I believe the dice gods have decided for us.
That works. What's the objective of this game going to be?
This objective is going to be Glory Seeker.
Okay, now I did this one recently, so again, I'll let you decide, but the way this works is each player adds up the power rating of enemy units that are destroyed during the battle, doubling the power rating of any units that are character, vehicle, or monster. At the end of the 5th battle round, the player with the highest total wins, even if their army's been wiped out.
I don't really know what that all means, but I think the dice gods
stick with the power
are
level?
firm with their decisions.
So we're here to kill stuff, and then what's the twist of this game going to be? Dead of Night. Ooh! So the maximum range of all shooting attacks and psychic powers is 12. The player who takes the first turn must roll a dice at the start of each battle round after the first. The first roll of 4 up, 6 inches added to the maximum range. Second time, 12 inches added. So basically the way it works is at the start of each battle round, we roll on a 4 up, you increase the range by 4 inches. I don't know whose army this is going to benefit the most, but it's kind of interesting. Armies are deployed on the board, so I went for the standard Lazy Man's deployment of being the closest to the table edge I was on. So we got a Corvus Blackstar with the big veteran squad as well as the captain. There's a captain and reserves as well as my Primaris Marines. Went for spending 2 command points to give them the Paragon Gauntlet and Ion Bulwark, because, I don't know, those are the things you take. We've got a Helverin hanging out here, as well as the Sniper Bolters right there. They're not going to do much, probably. And then I've got the 2 Warglaves, so pretty simple deployment for me. Looking over to this side of the board, we've got the pair of Helverins with 1 bike squad. We've got your Knight, another bike squad, and then the bike squad with the captain hanging out there. And that means your 3 assassins are in reserves. Pretty simple. I did finish deploying first, so we're going to roll off now with me winning ties. Let's see what we can't do. Okay, I got it. Now, do I want first turn? You know what? All things considered here, I am going to give you first turn because I don't know what to do. I'm not sure if you know what to do, and hopefully you don't.
Either. This 12-inch range makes a big difference, and no matter what, it's going to happen during turn 1. So at least I'm safe for that long. And then turn 2, it might go to 18 inches. Best case scenario, so we'll see.
Alright, start the movement phase here. We're going to start off with this unit of Custodes bikers. They're heading up. They kind of want to stay out of range here. They don't want to get charged right away by the Armigers. So you got, what, a 14-inch move on them?
I do.
You going to go the full 14, or...?
I'm going to see what it looks like. It looks like that would get me 14, which I think is a little bit too close if they use their stratagem where they could advance and charge.
Correct, yeah.
So I think I'm going to go a little bit short. Not quite sure what the math is here, so good players are going to scold me online for not measuring it perfectly, but we'll see how it goes.
Next up, we're going to move over to the Knight. Where's he going? What's the plan?
This Knight is going to move up to hide up against this wall and...
Try to break some line of sight?
Yep, and I don't really know if that's a good idea or not.
Continue on the movement phase. Kind of come up with a game plan here. What are the Armigers doing?
So the Armigers and the rest of the Custodes just got hit by a wave of fear. Even though they're robots, they feel it because they just realized that the Flyer has a great way to get around the 12-inch maximum shooting range. So I just realized that I'm nervous that the Flyer might show up here in my backfield and dump all his passengers. So I'm going to try to fill up this space. So these Armigers can move 14 inches. I don't really need the full movement. They're just going to move up a little bit, just kind of fill up that bubble. This guy's going to move a little bit, but I do want to box out any deep strikers that might show up.
I can't get to turn 1 with him anyways.
Truth. Okay. Then Sergeant Kidwell is going to command his bikers to fall back. This is a strategic deployment. Sergeant Kidwell would never do anything out of fear. And he's going to take his Lieutenant Eli with him. Then my Warlord, who's going to go by the name of... My Warlord Olshan is going to fall back also. He's going to tuck himself here to get some protection from the character rule. And then these guys with Lieutenant Field are going to fall back also just to kind of create a little bit of a buffer so that the Flyer can't get to me too much. And this guy's going to use his fly roll to jump over this. During the movement phase, they can ignore vertical distance, but not during the charge phase.
Yeah, which is kind of an interesting change. That's how it should have been all the whole time. And just kind of bring the force all in tight together. Shooting, psychic phase, charge phase, there's nothing happening because there's no ranges here. Keep in mind, folks, with Dead and Knight, it's a 12-inch maximum range on the first turn. And if we're lucky, next turn it goes up to an 18-inch maximum range. So that is it for the Imperium forces, kind of tuck it in nice and tight. And we're going to go back over to, I guess, my Imperial forces and see if I can't get some damage on my turn 1. Well, you know what? I don't have a good game plan here. So fortune favors the bold. We're going to start off. He's just going to be walking up the board his 14 inches. It gets him to right about there. Should put him in for about a 7 or 8 inch charge once we get it measured out proper. And against my better judgment, his friend is going to come up here and join him. I want to get some hurt in on these guys immediately. I don't know. How many points are these guys worth? Like, how expensive of a squad is that I'm willing to sacrifice an Armiger for?
Power level 15. And points, I believe they're 90 points apiece, so 270 points altogether.
Okay, that could be worth. Okay, so my Flyer really wants to zoom up the board, but you got really good defensive position, so I'm just going to drop down in hover mode where I'm at. I don't think there's any way you could charge me. You can't redeploy your guys, put them in reserve, put it back on the board kind of stuff. So we're going to have this Knight go boom, 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 up to there. Armiger can kind of come up here and hang out, and I think that might be my movement phase. Alright, time for some Knight shooting. We're going to start with the Knight in the back, taking a shot into the jet bikes there. D3 shots with the big melta. It's going to give me 2 shots. These 2 shots are going to hit you on 3s. We got 2 hits. Your T6 on the bikes?
Yep.
Okay, so I'm going to be wounding you on 3s. That's 2 wounding hits. What's the invuln save on them?
4 up invulns.
Pass 1, fail 1. I assume you don't want a command point?
I do not.
Okay, and I am in the half range. I'm going to roll 2d6 for damage and take the highest. 5 it is.
1 bike dies.
Alright. Good. Then we got the heavy stubber going in. Not counting too much on this, but hey, I mean, it doesn't hurt to shoot it, because it's going to get 3 hits. These are going to wound you on 5s. We got 1 wounding hit. I assume you're on a 2-up armor save?
I am.
Oh, okay. Take a damage.
Guy is down to 3 wounds.
And now we're going to have his friendo shoot, see if he can get some damage in. So we're going to start off with D3 shots out of the Melta. It's only going to give me one. Who is that worth command pointing? You know what? I got a couple to spend, so I will command point that. Turn it into one shot. Good job. At least I got the 2 out of the way. I got to hit you on a 3 now. Okay, good job. Dang it. Well, nothing you can do about that. Let's go ahead and go the heavy stubber. So we got 2 hits. These are going to wound you on 5s. No wounding hits. Okay, not bad, not bad, not bad. And I think we're going to go jump right into charging. So let's declare a charge with the fella up front. We have got 24 shots hitting on 6s.
Yep, and strength 4 against toughness 7. So looking for 6s.
Okay, so we got, I see 3 in there. 1, 2, and there's...
Oh, that was a whiff.
That,
Just
okay,
rolled it over back,
so cool. And then we are looking for 5s to wound.
Nothing.
Okay, 8-inch charge to make it into combat. Let's go, little fella. Get him. Get angry. And with a 9, he is in. So we're going to go... Boom. I'm going to do my best to not break your miniatures, because that's not what we're going for here at MiniWarGaming. And that's my only charge. Alright, so time to swing now. I'm going to be hitting on 2s because I'm Host Mortan and I charged you. So we're going to go for the Chain Cleaver Strike. And good, we've got 4 hits to start. Strength times 2, so this is going to put me to strength 12. I believe I'm wounding you on 2s then. So we got a grand total of 4 wounding hits, and these are at AP minus 3. Gonna go to a 4-up invuln save.
Yep.
And so failing 2, these are 3 damage apiece.
Okay, so this guy's going to die, because he already had 3 wounds,
Yep.
and this guy's going to be down to 1 wound.
Not bad. And then I assume he's piling into swing?
He's going to try. 4 attacks hitting on 2s, or not.
Okay, so we got 3 hits.
Strength 6 against toughness 7, so wounding on 5s.
Yes, sir.
2 at minus 3 AP.
So I'm looking for 2 6-up saves out of him. Fail them both. How much damage?
D3 each.
Whew!
3, 4, 5.
Okay, brings him down to 7 wounds left. And that is that. Not worth spending command points or doing anything else here. I assume you have very high leadership values?
Leadership 9, so...
Okay, yeah. Impossible to lose out of these small squads. Unless there's modifiers. So that's going to be the end of my turn 1. Give you guys a quick little look at the battlefield. So far so good. I mean, they're tough squads to nail in and do some damage to. I am almost guaranteed to lose him in return, but I'm strangely okay with this right now. Let's go over to turn 2, Custodes. Alright here, so the start of the second battle round on a 4-up, we increase the range of shooting and psychic powers by 6 inches. And we do, so now it's 18-inch range of shooting and everything else. Okay, that opens it up a bit. Alright, here we go, movement time. Starting off with this one lone Custodes biker. Where's he heading?
Alright, he's going to fall back to try to hopefully box out any deep strikers that are going to sneak in my backfield. So he's allowed to move 14 inches, and he's got his wound coming with him.
Alright, cool. And then the big knight, the plan was?
He's going to peek around this corner and hopefully get an 18-inch range, which now he's actually able to have, and then set him up for, if necessary, a charge on your other warglaive.
And then we've got the Helverin here, going to be moving up.
He's going to walk up next to the big knight to kind of give a backup plan if the big knight does not kill the back Helvern.
Okay.
And
a little
then,
extra fire support.
Yep. And then the other Helvern is also going to get involved as some backup support for this one. So now that they can shoot within 18 inches, that helps a little bit.
Really opens up the field quite a bit.
Okay. This unit's over here. Sergeant Kidwell and his warlord Olshan are still going to just jostle around a little bit and hopefully box out any flyers that are coming. And then I'll do the assassins next.
We've got the assassins dropping in now. We have got one, this is a Caluxus, right?
It is.
Okay, so one Caluxus here. One Caluxus kind of mid-board, supporting, going after the veterans. And then, of course, we've got the, I believe it's the Eversor Assassin, the crazy close combat one, ready to do a charge. So that's the end of your movement, and there's no psychic actually to worry about anywhere, right?
Correct.
Let's start with the Eversource shooting. He's got his crazy hyped up bolt pistol, I think.
Yeah, his Executioner pistol has 4 shots at 12-inch range. He's 9 inches away, so he's within range. He's going to hit on 2s with strength 4.
Okay, so everything hits. Strength 4 now.
Strength 4, toughness 4, and because you're infantry, he re-rolls wounds.
Nice.
So re-rolling wounds.
Fails.
So 3 at -1 AP, 1 damage each.
Okay, so I'm going to go back to a 3-up armor save because I am in cover right now. So show me 3-ups. And make them all. Now we have the Psyker, or sorry, not the Psyker here, the Anti-Psyker shooting it's the Animus Speculum.
That is correct. It has 18-inch range, D3 assault shots, so
Okay.
the number of shots, 3 shots.
Nice.
Hitting on 2s. They all hit. It's strength 5 against toughness 4, so wounding on 3s.
Indeed.
And that's at -4 AP.
At -4. Oh. Okay, so I'm going to go to a 6-up save hanging out in cover there. Pass 1, fail 2, and I will pull 1, 2 here. Now we've got the Helverin here shooting into my poor little didn't do anything to anybody Warglaive. Starting off with what, the Heavy Stubber?
Heavy Stubber, -1 to hit because he moved, so I'm only hitting on 4s.
I think you ignore the moving and shooting heavy, don't you?
That's for the big guns, but for the little guns you don't.
Okay, so we've got the 1 hit there.
Strength 4 against toughness 7, so I'm wounding on 5s, no AP, no damage there.
Cool. I realize I've been cheating with the Heavy Stubbers, so internet, I don't know, you probably yelled at me already. What can I say?
4 D3 shots from the back Helverin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 shots. Hitting on 3s because this one you can move and still shoot. Nope. 2 misses, or 3 misses. 2 hits, strength 7, toughness 7, so wounding on 4s.
Indeed.
Nothing there.
Nice. Next up, this Helverin's going to shoot back into this Warglaive. Starting off with the Stubber on 4s.
3 Stubbers, only 1 hits. Strength 4 against toughness 7. Nothing.
Okay, and then the 4d3 shots out of the autocannons.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
That's a little bit better.
Hitting
on 3s. So we've got 2 misses out of the bunch.
And strength 7, toughness 7.
For 4s, oh, there's a bunch of them.
Looks like 6 at -1.
So that's going to be 5 4-up saves. Live. No. Well, that's just him dead, I think. Do I want to bother trying to save him? Oh, I got to think about this now. With how much firepower you get on this side of the board, you know what? I just don't think it's worth it, unfortunately. He's going to go down. I don't think he's in range to blow up and hurt anybody, but hey. See, he didn't anyways. And moving over, Big Knight now. Melt a cannon into my other little Warglaive there. D6 shots.
2.
Okay. Going to hit me on 3s. That is 1 hit. You are going to wound me on a 3. And it does wound. I'm going to go to a 5-up invuln save. And fail it. Not worth command pointing. 2d6 damage, choosing the highest. So 6. He's down to 1 wound left. Ouch. Wow. 3 stubber shots now. Don't die to this. We got what? 1 hit? Wounding on a 5. That wounds. No AP, 3-up armor. Okay, he lives. Now we got the 3 missiles from these bikes going over.
The melted missiles moved, and they're heavy, so they're going to be -1 to hit, but the Warlord is going to let them reroll 1s.
Okay, cool.
So this is a miss.
Yep.
And I can't reroll it because it's not a 1. Strength 8, toughness 7, wounding on 3s, and rerolling against vehicles.
Okay, so 1 reroll.
And that's -4 AP.
Okay, 5-up invuln save. Come on, little buddy, you can live through this. You've lived through worst. No, it adds up to a 5. Let's just check to see if he blows up. He does not. Wah, wah. So that is both of the Warglaives down. Moving over to the charge phase now. The 2 casualties that were pulled pushed you out of the 12-inch minimum charge range. Even though you roll 3d6, you're still going to be within 12 to charge. Is he thinking about a cheeky charge?
I'm thinking about it, but I want to measure it first. I have to measure up and across, and I don't think that's going to get me there. So, no, that's it.
So, overall, give you guys a look at the board state. Looking pretty good right now. I'm a little bit nervous. I'm going to have to hit back pretty hard as we move over to Deathwatch, turn 2. right here, over to the movement. I need to do as much damage to use this turn and try to mitigate the incoming fire. Oh, these Custodes bikes are terrifying to me, but I don't know if I'm wasting anything going after them. So we're going to move this Knight up. I've measured it up. He's got a 30-inch threat range right now, and he is just 30 inches away, so I might as well see if I can get some bikes with that. And then this poor little fella here, you know what, you're going to probably hop up and go after that assassin. Alright, you're actually going to come back over this way to say hello to that assassin. And then after a little bit of tighter pre-measuring, I will have to go for an advance here. Take Drake into range with a melta cannon. Do I want to, though? I mean, is it really, really worth it to kill a squad of 3? Next up, the Corvus here is going to pick up, pivot, and try not to destroy himself. And he's going to go zoom, fly himself to over here. Getting nice and close, bump your assassin. But getting close to that assassin. You know, kind of scared of what those bikes are going to do, and I want to get as much firepower as I can. So we're simply going to take that Knight, and he is just going to truffle shuffle himself up a little bit now. He's going to come over this way. He's worth a ton of points. You hang tight there. You know what? I want to see... I got to break this chunk up somehow. So we're not going to drop anything else yet. We're going to go right over to shooting. And we're going to start off with the Corvus, just trying to light up the assassin. Actually, no, sorry. The Armiger, trying to light up the assassin. 4d3 shots with the autocannons. So that's going to give me 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 shots. Any penalties to hit you or anything like that? Okay, just going to be hitting you on 3s. Good start. Are they T4 or T3?
T4.
They are T4? Yeah. So I'm going to be wounding you on 3s. And there's a grand total of 5 wounding hits. I believe you're on 4 up invuln?
I am.
Feeling
so
2.
That's enough to kill him. Let me think if I want to reroll that.
Opting for a command point reroll? No.
No. All right.
Still got him. And getting rid of one of those command points. So he's worth double because he's a character. There's at least that. But they're not worth that much. What is he? 4 power?
4, yep.
Well, let's go here. The Corvus, everything into that assassin there. I'm only hitting you on 6s anyways. So starting off with the 2 las cannons. I got a hit. I'm going to wound you on a 2. I do wound you on a 4. You make it. 2 Storm Strike missiles. See if they can give a try on 6s. No. Might as well try with a Stalker Bolter. See if they can get some damage in on you. I'm going to be hitting you on 3s. Sorry, 6s, because, yeah, it's always, that didn't work. That's okay. And I do believe that is that. Another really kind of simple, basic turn. Things are going to get kind of nasty. I'm assuming turn 4 is going to be the big turn. That's my guess for this game. But we'll see turn 3, because we're going to go over to turn 3 Custodes. First things first here, turn 3, we're going to roll on a 4 up. We're going to increase the shooting to 24-inch range. And we are 24-inch range shooting. Not bad. Movement time now, starting out with the first Custodes jet bike.
This one lone guy is just going to jump back. He has 14 inches movement, but he's not going to use it all, just to kind of block out any deep strikers. This guy is going to move up to hopefully get a better line of sight on the flyer. He can move 14, but I don't want to move the full distance because I'm a little worried about that jump captain guy who's got a good jump movement.
Now keep in mind, jump captain guy is in reserves on the flyer, so he can come down wherever.
Okay.
Still spooky.
Yep, for sure. He's going to move up and hopefully get into 24-inch shooting range. 24 inches because of this mission special
Good old Dead of Night. And then the big Knight's already in good range.
Yep, we're happy with him. These guys are going to move back just to kind of fill up. Actually, they're going to stay put because you can't deep strike in there.
Right.
Oh, nope, you can actually. There's a little spot. So let's move one of them back just to fill up that deep striking space.
And shuffle everybody around a little bit. Keep coherency and just kind of be happy.
Yep, keep him out of harm's way.
Ending up like so. Next we get the assassin in the runes here, going to advance. Gets to go an extra 4. What's their base move?
7. So 7 plus 4 is 11. So it looks like he's going to get to the outside of that building.
Just kind of tuck in there.
Yep.
Not bad.
And then this assassin is going to fall back. Or no, he's not going. He's going to move backwards, but hopefully stay within 18 inches of these guys. So he has a 7-inch move.
Yeah, you should be at
So
plenty of
he's going
space
to
to
go
get there.
there.
All right, shooting time. Armature in the back here. I was going to use Slayer and Shadows.
It is. So I get to ignore modifiers in the shooting phase, both positive and negative.
Okay, so you're going to light up that Corvus.
Yep. So we'll start with the exciting stuff first. The 4d3 number of shots: 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Not bad. These are all going to be hitting me on 3s.
Correct.
But
Lucky roll for the
okay,
day.
that was really good. You're going to win me on 4s.
Okay.
Hopefully it reduces a little bit here.
4.
Not as much as I
-1.
wanted to, but that's okay. -1 puts me to a 4-up save. So I'm going to pass 3, fail 1, take 3 damage, brings me down to 11. And then you've got the Heavy Stubber.
Heavy stubber, which now I'm ignoring modifiers even though I moved.
Yep.
So still hitting on 3s, but only strength 4, so I need 5s.
Still one more wounding hit. No AP to contend with, though. 3-up armor. Pass it. Move over to the big boy next. Everything going into him, I assume?
Yep, heavy stubber first,
Okay.
only hitting on 4s because you're a flyer. So 1.
Getting the unlucky bit out of the way.
Yep.
Fails to wound. And now D6 shots with a big melta.
2.
2. Okay. Hitting on 4s. That's not what I wanted to see. Wounding on 3s. Okay, nothing to be done about that. It's just going to be 2d6 straight damage. For 3. Okay.
Gonna pop a reroll on that.
Gotcha.
Alright, so I just used 1 stratagem, so I only have 2 more left.
Well, one was Slayer and Shadows too, right?
Correct.
Okay. So does 5 damage, brings me down to 6 wounds remaining.
Yep.
That hurt. What else we got?
Now I'm going to blow the stratagem that lets me reroll shots against flyers.
Yep. That's another single command point.
Correct.
Okay, so you're at command points at least.
1 more first.
Heavy Stubber first. Hitting on 4s, rerolling fails though. Okay, that works.
Still whisk.
If you could roll really...
I moved, so that's still a miss.
Yeah. If you could roll super low for me, that would be awesome.
I will do my worst.
That's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Alright, so hitting on 4s, rerolling 1s and 2s, because of the way modifiers work. Okay, well you don't get to reroll those misses, but you still hit a bunch. Wounding me on 4s. 2 wounding hits, so that's 2 4-up saves coming up. Pass 1, fail 1. Brings me down to 3 wounds left. I don't like it, but I gotta live with it. Because that's not worth a command point, I don't think. There it is. 3 left. Last bit of shooting here is the assassin, D3 shots. He's going to get 2 shots. Those 2 shots hitting me on 2s. They both hit. Going to wound me on 3s. 1 wounding hit. I get a 6-up save because of AP -4. But I got cover. No. Kills off a guy. You're going to kill off him. In case you were wondering earlier, they're leadership 9 on them. So, yeah, I don't really care too much about losing guys. Show you folks what the board state looks like right now. I haven't bothered calculating points, but I know you're definitely ahead because those 2 armigers are worth a ton to you because they're worth double. So now I got to see if I can make up for it on my turn 3. Start of the turn, we're going to have this little armiger go boom, 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 and just head up to right there. Alright, Big Phil is going to come into the party. He is going to go whoop and head up over this way, kind of tuck in there. Alright, I'm going to go ahead, get everybody out of this flyer, then move them. I'll show you the final position because this might be finagly. The squad and the captain have jumped out, moved forward, taken position, hopefully to get rid of that armiger this turn. And now I need to move that flyer, or is he just going to go into hover mode? You know what? What the hey? He'll go into hover mode. He's not in good shape right now anyways. This is where Josh goes into the think tank for about half an hour to figure out the optimum placement of those Primaris along with that Smash Captain. Alright, here we go. Let's do this. Dropping in this one little pocket and hoping for the best. So let's get right over to shooting. Armiger here, who is just fixated on killing that assassin, is going to try to light him up. We're going to start with the autocannons because that's the important bit. We are going to get a grand total that's 2, 3, 4, 5 shots. I might get a hit. Okay, I got a hit. I like my confidence there. You are T4 in him. Okay, so looking for a 3. Nope. You don't even get to roll dice. I'll take away that joy from you. Okay, so the Corvus that's down into hover mode here. Because I don't want to incur that penalty. He'll take shots at, let's say the Armiger in the back. He is bracketed to hitting on 5s. There's going to be 5s rerolling 1s because of the captain nearby. And alright, get that little Armiger. Las cannons first. So we got 1 hit. I'm going to wound you on a 3. It does wound. You get a 5 up invuln. No. D6 damage. For 1, I will command point that. Change it to 1. Awesome! Got the 2 Stormstrike missiles now, hitting you on 5s, rerolling 1s, rerolling 1s. So we've got grand total of 2 hits, going to wound you on 3s. I got 1 wounding hit, AP minus 3, so you're on a 5 up invuln again. Fail it, so that's 3 just straight damage.
I'm using...
Alright, this squad here, let's start blowing through command points. They're going to activate their Doctrine, where they're going to get +1 to wound against super heavies. And they are going to be lighting up that little Armiger right in front of them. Alright, let's do the 6d6 auto hits with the frag cannons here. Get them. Oh, that was a bad roll. So that is going to be a grand total of 10. I only got 14. Oh, jeez. Strength 6. So wounding on 5s, going to 4s because of the +1 to wound super heavies here. Not too shabby. I'm going to pull out the 2 fails, and those are going to be AP minus 1. So going to 4 up saves. That was pretty good. That's pretty hot dice. Only taking 1 wound out of the bunch, you're down to 11. Well, I've got all the bolters, so let's light you up with those, see what happens.
Does anyone have a grenade?
You know, I'm not going to... Well, actually, he will be the one throwing the grenade up front. So yeah, back there, bolters, hitting on 3s, rerolling 1s because of the captain. Take the 2 1s, reroll them. Didn't help. Oh, dice, what are you doing to me? I'm going to be wounding you on 4s now. And these are going to be at AP minus 2. So pull out the 3 fails. You got 3 saves to make.
Does the captain let you reroll 1s to wound?
No, only to hits.
Alright, 3.
Yep.
At minus 2.
Yes, sir.
So 5s. Nope.
Okay.
And 1 damage each?
1 damage apiece, yeah. Brings you down. And then the Vanguard vet's going to go ahead and toss a grenade at you. Let's go crack grenade. On a 3. And then these are strength, what, 6, I think? I don't usually throw them. So I'm going to be wounding you on a 4. It does wound. Remember the AP off the top of your head?
Minus 2? Well, let's check it.
Yeah, we'll roll it. See what happens.
Oh, it might matter.
Crack grenade's only minus 1, so you're safe there. So that is that. Let me think. El Capitan. Yeah, he's got a Mastercrafted Bolter. Let's toss some shots over into you and see what happens. I'm only winning on 5s. Now I'm thinking about this. Do I just go the Tempest Bolt? You know what? I'm going to opt to not go for the Tempest Bolt yet because I don't think I need to. So, 2 shots hitting on 2s. And then they're wounding you on 5s. Nope. But that's okay. Shooting over here now. We're going to have the Primaris go. I'm going to dedicate... it feels like overkill, but I need him dead. We're going to dedicate 2 guys shooting into him with the bolt rifles. Everybody else is going to try to light up the Armiger. And I will opt for the poison rounds here. AP minus 1, that should be enough. Hopefully you fail some saves. I'm going to be hitting on 3s, rolling 1s because of the captain. So I'm going to get 3 hits, and then I'm going to wound you on 2s, rerolling 1s because you are my chosen target for the game. That is 3 wounding hits at AP minus 1.
So 3 up save. Oh, that's all you need.
Perfect. Okay, now the rest of the bolt rifle is going into the Armiger there. Unfortunately, I'm stuck using the same poison 2-up round, but that's okay. Hitting on that, and then I'm going to be wounding you on 5s. Okay, that works out pretty nice. Going to pull these 2 out. AP minus 1, so 3 4-up saves. Failing 1. Okay, brings you down another wound. Let's try for some sweet, sweet overcharged plasma, see if I can't get him. Hitting on 3s, re-rolling 1s. So I've got 3 2s in there. See, that's why I don't bother splitting them out. I just won't roll 1s.
There we go.
So we got a grand total of 5 hits. Strength 8, so I'm going to wound you on 3s. So we got 5 wounding hits, and these are going to be 5 up invuln saves. There we go. 8 damage total.
All right. Does he blow? No.
He does not. Okay. I don't know if I wanted to... Yeah, you know what? That worked out pretty well. Because I needed him dead. To lose my captain kind of hanging out in the wind there, but I'm okay with this. Let's move over to the next bit of shooting, which will probably have to be my knight trying to light up this closest Custodes squad. And big fella, D6 shots with the big gun. Might as well start with that. I don't see why not. 1 shot. I've already used my reroll, so I'm going to be hitting you on 3s. Oh, well, that sucked. Yeah, a little anticlimactic. Let's try the rocket pod going over there. So same thing, hitting on 3s. Well, that hits. I should be wounding you on 3s. 3 wounding hits, and I got to check the AP.
4 up invulns with the -2 AP.
Yes, sir.
2 punch through, so 2d6.
Okay, so roll these one at a time here. The first one, I need a 4. Nope, I don't get it. And the second one, finish them off. So I do manage to kill one of the bikes at least. Woo. 2 guys hanging out here with the big gun are going to shoot over into that assassin, hitting on 6s. Nah, they missed him. I believe that's it for my shooting, so let's go over to charge, and this squad will declare charge against the Armiger.
Heavy stubber overwatching. 1.
Okay.
Strength 4, toughness 4, 1.
It does wound. I get a 3 up armor. And I'm going to fail it. We'll take one of the shield guys out of that. And then the autocannons.
2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
6s. None of them. Okay. So I did lose 1 on the way in, but that's not the worst. Probably I'm going to say about a 4-inch charge. Yeah, 7 definitely is enough.
Oh, I thought there was a 1 for a minute there.
Completing the charge like so, and then just going to go ahead and pile in nice and tight, making sure we don't bring the big fella in, but making sure everybody can get some swings here. There we go. Start off with all the power swords swinging in. I'm going to be hitting you on 3s. So I'm going to pull out the 2 misses, and then I'm going to be wounding you on 5s. So we've got a grand total of 2 wounding hits, -3, so you're on 6 ups. Failing both, so you're down to 6 wounds left. And then all the regular swings. Same thing, hitting on 3s. Pull out the 2 fails, and then these are going to wound you on 5s, but you get your full 3 up armor save out of these. And there's another 4 wounding hits there. Failed another one. Okay, brings you down to 5 wounds remaining. And you get to swing back. 4 attacks base.
Hitting on 4s, but with the House Mortan hitting on 3s.
Yep. Nice.
1,
Strength
strength
6.
6, wounding on 3s, 3.
Okay, 3 wounding hits, 3 up armors. Lose 1 more guy. Who are we going to pull? It's going to be... Who's feeling unlucky today? Mr. Blackshield, you're dead.
And there we see the demise of the mysterious Alpha Legion infiltrator to your army. At this point, my army might give up. Maybe not. Maybe not.
So looking pretty good. The board state's not terrible right now. I made a little bit of ground on that one. Not as much as I wanted to, though, as we get ready to go into turn 4 for the Custodes. Start of the turn, 4 up to see if the shooting goes to 30-inch range. It does. He's been nailing these one after another. All right, movement time. Starting off with the assassin. Oh, he's coming forward. Feeling brave. He's going for it. He's going to be a hero. Next up, the knight. Yep. Nope. Don't do it. They're sorry they killed your friend. And here comes the bikes coming forward. Zip it up nice and close. Ending up like so. El Capitan. Always going to tuck in there nice and close. Okay. These knights moving over, and of course the Armiger's not falling back. He's going to hang there.
Yes.
Alright, so we're going to start off with the bikes here. Lighten up the squad of Primaris Marines. Hitting on 2s, rolling 1s, I assume?
Correct. From the Custodes.
We got Hurricane Bolters, right?
Yep.
Yep. Okay, so everything hits.
And then Strength 4, Toughness 4, so wounding on 4s.
Yes, sir. Quite a few wounding hits. 13 wounding hits, so that's 13 3-ups. And you are going to go ahead and kill one Primaris Marine. It is this guy, Billy. Captain's going to shoot over, less shots, but still the same rolls. Looking for force. One wounding hit. Okay, they're okay.
All right, cool.
Over here now, 2 missiles getting thrown at the Corvus. No penalties because I'm on the ground.
But penalty for myself because I moved in their heavy weapon, and 1 missile across at these guys.
Okay, gotcha.
So the 2 at the flyer, hitting on 3s.
Yep, so they both definitely hit.
Strength 8, 2 at -4.
Yeah, so there's no save. Just 2d6 damage. Roll double 1s and I'll live. No. Does he blow up? Of course he does. Whoa. I hate to do it, but I don't want to lose the captain, so I'm going to command point reroll the explosion die. Okay, so he doesn't blow up. But he is still dead and worth a ton of victory points to you. And then the last missile that's coming across over into the Astartes there.
Hits.
Yep.
Strength 8, 1
Wounds.
at -4.
Yeah, -4, no save.
D6.
So just 4 damage. So you really killed this guy, Willie. And then we got the Heavy Stubber and the Melted going into them. Heavy Stubber hits with everything. Wounds on 4s, 1 wounding hit. 3 up. They make it. How many shots with the big gun? 3. Scary. On 3s. Whew. So it does, well, it's going to kill a guy. So,
D6 damage.
Yeah.
You might survive.
well, it's 2d6, pick the highest, but yeah, 2's enough anyways.
It is. Okay.
Yeah, the half range.
Oh, that's right. I forgot.
This is Millie. And then we got the assassin shooting D3 shots. So we're gonna get 2 shots. That's enough. Well, wounding on 3s. That's 2 wounding hits. I need a single 6-up save or else I lose the squad. Live! Nope, they died. Charge time. The knight's declaring into the Deathwatch there. I gotta overwatch, and you're charging into both?
I am.
Okay, so let's start off with the bolt pistol out of the captain. I'll fire the better -AP. He missed. And then let's go over to the bolt rifles. I still have, I think, 2 left in that squad. Yeah, it looks about right. Same thing, the better -AP. Rerolling 1s because the captain. So we got 2 hits. They are going to only wound you on 6s, though. No. And let's overcharge plasma at you. I hope this works. 6s, rerolling 1s. I got 1-1, no 6s. Okay, I didn't kill myself, but I also didn't do any damage to you. So your charge distance, sir? 7. Next up, the 2 bikes going to declare charge against captain in the squad.
All right. I think because I'm not in base to base, you can overwatch me. Does he have a?
He's got a bolt pistol.
Okay.
And he's going to fire it furiously. Oh, I'm rerolling 1s. Show me a 6. That was a fancy roll that didn't work. Charge distance 10. Yeah, you're going to be in. Get him. Over here. Bike's going to charge first.
Yep.
Yep, into the squad. Yeah, 8-inch charge. That'll do. That'll do. Making their charge like so, then the captain going in. Yeah,
Okay.
definitely going to make it in. You can move that out of the way. We know he's floating on it. And just because you're getting cocky over here, assassin's charging in. So, how many shots with the autocannons? Okay, that's 6, 7, 8, and 9.
It's pretty good.
Best roll I've had so far. Yeah, this is, like you said, just as good as the shooting phase, so 6s. Yeah, see, just as good as shooting phase.
Oh, sorry.
That's okay. I don't actually feel bad. 6s with the stubber. No, that missed too. Charge distance, probably about a 9's enough. I don't even bother guessing if you're going to roll that high.
Yeah.
We got the bike swinging into the captain first.
4 attacks each, hitting on 2s. 2
There you
1s.
go.
And
Good.
strength 6, toughness 4.
Yep,
wounding
we
on
got 3s.
3s, re-rolling because I charged. And re-rolling because I charged. And these are 5 invulns.
3 up in Volns. Oh, I failed 2. This could potentially kill him. Is it worth command pointing one of these? I mean, what's the chance of you rolling that high? They're just D3 damage apiece. Do it. Oh, okay.
5.
Oh, that is enough to get him anyways. And that is how you kill a captain. Poor little fella. Never did anything to anybody. Actually, he didn't this game. Oh. Perhaps against my better judgment here, I'm going to spend 2 command points to interrupt here and swing at that armiger. It's a long shot to kill him, but if I can manage to, that will kind of swing the points maybe a little bit back in my direction. So let's go for it. Starting off with the power weapons, I've got a grand total of 5 swings here. These are hitting on 3s, wounding on 5s. So I'm going to pull out the 2 fails and then show me 5s. I got 2 wounding hits, so 2 6-ups. 2 fails, so it brings you into 3 wounds left. And then the rest of the veterans going in, hitting you on 3s. Oh, boys. Pull out the misses. Looking for 5s to wound. So I've got 1 more wounding hit, 3-up save. You fail it, you're down to 1 wound left. Doing some good damage. You know what? I think that's going to be worth the 2 command points because I can probably get him on my turn pretty easy.
3 inches.
Piling in here. Just pulling through. He fits through there.
All right.
You're just bumping up against your model. So getting 3 of them in.
All right, 4 attacks each, so 12 attacks total.
These are going to be hitting me on 2s, rolling 1s.
Correct.
All right, let's see what you got.
Re-rolling 1s.
Yes, sir.
Strength 6, toughness 4, wounding on 3s, re-rolling because I charged.
And these are AP minus 3 or 4?
So
Okay.
11 at minus 3.
11 at minus 3. Okay, I got to start rolling these 2 at a time.
Yep. And do you think I'm
3 up invulns here. Nope, I'm going to lose 1, so I got to roll these 1 at a time now. Ah, dang it. Okay, so there's the 2 of them down, and I got 8 more dice to roll. All right, I can make 8 6-up saves. Ready? Ah! I made 1. Dude, I made 2. So that's still going to kill the rest of the squad, though. So that is how you kill the Deathwatch. You make Josh fail his invuln saves. So pull these guys out. Joke's on you, your captain doesn't even get to kill anybody. That's embarrassing.
It's here.
All right, you want to move those bikes at all?
No.
Come on.
Okay.
No, dude, do whatever you want. Don't let me coax you into it. You gotta move closer to the
Oh,
closest
that's
enemy.
right. That's right. So yeah, no.
Okay, yeah. So over here to the knight, we're gonna river dance on some Primaris Marines, hitting on 2s, missing with 3. These are strength 8, right? So
Yep.
when you on 2s, so pulling up the fails. Looks like we got a grand total of that's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. What's the AP on this? Is it minus
Minus
2 or 3?
Minus 2.
Minus 2? Okay, so 5-up saves. So I'm going to pass 2 of those, and these are D3 damage. So roll them 1 at a time for me. So that's 1 damage, and then the second one kills. Kills. And then the second one kills him. And, okay. So that is, what, 3 dead? So we're going to go 1, 2, 3 dead. One's got 1 wound left. Assassin swinging in now. Hits on 2s. Woo! Wounding me on 5s.
Strength. Oh wow. Yeah, that's pretty good. And he does not. He has life drain,
Okay.
which means armor saves cannot be taken against close combat attacks by this model.
Dang, so just 3 damage done to him. He's down to 9 left. Alright, so back to swings. These guys are going to pile, and I don't know, try to punch a knight. Hitting on 3s. They are going to be wounding you on 6s. No, it didn't work. 4 attacks on the armiger, hitting on 6s. Die, kicked him twice. Gonna wound you on 3s. Wounded you twice.
4-up invuln.
That's it. Take an armiger kick to the head.
Alright.
That's just single damage, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, okay. I felt like you'd have more.
Alright, time to do some leadership tests. On a 3-up, somebody here is going to flee, because I lost 6 out of that squad. They shall know no fear. Okay, so I'm going to lose 1 that had a wound on him. Alright, there's the board state. Dire straits for the Deathwatch, but I hopefully have a couple things I can do to come back from it as we move on to turn 4, Deathwatch. Alright here, trying to make up for some lost ground. El Capitan, you're gonna maybe throw your life away dearly, but it might be worth it. Oh, geez, these are the missile guys, right?
They are.
Alright, start of the move. Not a perfect one, but the knight's gonna come out this way. He's gonna end himself. He's gonna go boop, 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 boop. And I want to end up, I don't know, right about there. This silly assassin. I don't know what to do about you right now. You're a monumental pain in my butt. You know what? We are going to just move back a touch. Get out of combat with you. And El Capitan, sell your life dearly, move up. Alright, little buddy, go for it, go for gold, get up there. Hopefully you kill that knight. You two guys don't get to do much of anything other than, I don't know, fall back, make them chase you. Shooting phase now. Because, yeah, that's it for movement. Let's go Tempest Shell into that Armiger. So I'm going to hit you on a 2, rerolling fails. He hits you with D3 mortal wounds, but doesn't matter. You've only got 1 left. Do you blow up? No. But that's okay. That's, what, 18 power level, I think?
Yep.
What he's worth, because it's doubled. Now let's go for the knight. I'm going to shoot over into these bikers. D6 shots with the big Melta. There's a 5. Okay, we're getting somewhere. I'm going to be hitting you on 3s with these. Okay, so we missed 2, but it's still 3 wounding, or sorry, 3 hits. I'm going to wound you on 3s now. Why do you do this to me? You know what? If I go back and look at his rolls from other games, it will have balanced out. It makes me no less sad. Let's go ahead and fling the rocket pod at you, hitting on 3s. So we got 3 hits out of that. Should be wounding on 3s. So 1 wounding hit. Rawr. Okay. I think this one's D6 damage. Okay, we killed the guy! Yeah, that... Makes me wish that big Melta did better. Well, nothing doing here. I might as well just try the charge in. We will just simply be charging in against your bike squad. We're not going to charge the character.
2 Melta missiles, overwatching. Nope, come and get him.
Whew. Okay, charge distance. I'm guessing I need probably about a 6 or 7. Not a 4. Well, yeah, you killed an Armiger. That was pretty cool. Alright. That hurt a lot. We are going into your turn 5 now. So this is your last turn of the game. Does the range increase? Roll a 4 up. It does. So we're up to 36-inch range. Full range for shooting. Alright, your last movement phase of the game, sir. Starting off with this assassin back here. He's going to go, leave me alone. Stay away from me. He's going to yell, dang ol' boop, and just kind of run up. What's happening here? The bikes? Okay. Moving over. And Capitan. Yep. Let's do this. We'll rumble.
Keep in with
And the knight there, valiantly moving backwards.
but staying within 36.
Okay.
And they are going to move up just to make sure I don't fail that charge.
That's fair.
Okay.
Starting off with the bike shooting first. 24 shots out of these guys. They are going to be hitting me on 2s. Okay, pulling up the fails. You're going to wound me on 4s. And I'm going to roll your dice, which have been rolling well all game. Not so much you rolling well, just me rolling poorly.
It's MiniWarGaming dice.
That's fair. Not actually my dice. Okay, so we got 3 up armor saves over onto those Primaris. You did a wound to 1.
Stubber into them and Melta downfield at him.
Yep.
So the 3 stubbers. Nope. 1.
Okay, 1 wounding hit. And I will roll a 3 up. Nope, he died. Blech. Big Melta D6 shots. 3 shots, hitting on 3s. So we got 1 hit. And then we are looking for a 3 to wound. 1 wounding hit. I get a 4 up invuln save. Show me a 4 up. Nope. D6 damage. 6. Okay, not bad. Brings me down to 18. And then we got the 2 bikes going in.
They moved, so they're shooting heavy melted missiles. So hitting on 3s, re-rolling 1s.
Yes.
Re-rolling 1s.
Captain.
Strength 8, so wounding on 4s. Re-rolling because you're a vehicle.
2 fails. 2 fails. Okay.
Captain into your captain.
Yes.
Captain Olshan, don't fail me now.
Please fail him.
Re-rolling 1s.
Ah, you missed one. That's embarrassing.
I blame
This is where it all gets better for Josh.
Strength 4, toughness 4.
Yes.
So it looks like 5 saves.
Okay. As long as we don't fail every single one.
True.
Eh. He's okay.
Nice. Like a
Assassin's going to take a plinking shot here.
D3 shots.
1
Hitting
shot.
on 2s. Strength 5.
We got 5. Oh, it wounds. AP
Cocked.
minus 4. No, that's good. That's clearly a 6 to me. I get a 4 up invuln. No. D3 damage.
I think just 1 damage.
Brings me down to 17. Over here, shooting in.
Number of shots.
3 shots. Hitting on 2s. Everything hits. You are going to wound me on 5s. We got 2 wounding hits. All right, here. Show me 5 up invulns. No! He's down to 7. He's unhappy with what you're doing. I'm going to start here charging in. I'm going to overwatch and overcharge. Ah! Oh, I hit once. I'm going to wound you on a 3. It wounds.
4 up invuln.
Oh, okay. Well, charge. Fail it. No, you get it with a 6.
Okay.
I think double 1s would have passed anyways.
Yeah.
So they head on in. Over here, Mastercrafted Bolter going in. So 2 shots, hitting on 6s, rolling 1s. Rerolling 1s. Come on. Nope, didn't work. 3-inch charge.
He can reroll charges.
Okay, you're going to reroll?
So I don't know if it's reroll 1 or both.
If it's reroll charge, he's going to reroll both dice.
Okay, alright.
Unless it specifies single die.
All right. Okay.
Yeah, 7's
That's
definitely.
his relic.
Ah, nice.
Okay.
And then these bikes we're going to declare charge as well. It's a little bit more of a long bomb.
12. Yeah.
Okay.
So not even close. Okay.
Over here, let's try some Overwatch. How many shots? So that is, granted, that's 4. Yep. Thank you, that was handy. Hitting you on 6s. Get him. I hit him once. Gonna wound you on a 3. It does wound. 4 up invuln. No, we made it. Heavy stubber. 3 shots. Nope, they miss. Charge distance, you should make it in, no problem. You do. Bloop. I'm an assassin. Yeah. Okay, let's do the exciting fight first. Hitting on 2s, rolling 1s. Bullet, they all hit. Then you're going to wound me on... What's the strength?
Strength 6.
Okay.
Wounding on 3 is rerolling because I char... all right. So
Well, that's-
5 at minus 3.
Sucks to be you. You can't even use your special rules.
Truth.
I get a 4 up invuln save. Well, you passed 2 of them. How much damage are these each?
D3.
Oh, it's going to hurt.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay, so he's got a wound left.
Nice.
I mean, that could have been way worse.
Yeah.
Let's go. Actually, that could make a... Yeah, it could be a thing. Let's try over here. So these 2 swinging into that Primaris Marine. You're going to fail. Yeah, see, embarrassing. Look at all those ones. Wounding on a 3.
Rerolling because I charged.
Oh, dang it. I was about to make fun of you again. That's 5 wounding hits. Ready for 5 6 ups, and I'm going to look. I passed them all.
You did it!
Oh, jeez, that's a bad roll. Blip. He's dead. Now for the most exciting combat in the world. Hitting on 2s. Okay. Wounding on 5s. Oh, okay. I'm going to try to kick you back 4 times. 6s. No, I missed. And, alright. Oh no, Captain gets to swing back. Get him, Captain. I get 4 attacks, hitting on 2s. Rerolling 1s. And then I'm going to wound you on 5s. That's 2 wounding hits at AP minus 3.
3 up invuln. And his 1 reroll from Victor of the Blood Games. He's okay.
Alright then. Now I know not to bother trying to attack him. This is the board state at the end of turn 5. So, well, at the end of your turn 5. So, it's on to my turn 5, last turn of the game, and I need to do some math. Luckily, you're a math teacher. Well, it's going to be kind of a stretch for me to make up any ground here, but we're going to go for it anyways. We're going to start off by moving him back out of combat. Leave me alone. Extra leave me alone. We'll stay in combat right there, because whatever, I can kick at you. And Mr. Knight, go get him. Boom, 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 boom. He's going to head up to right about there. And we're going to get ready for shooting now. I'm going to measure some ranges, but I think my only chance is to hammer that Knight and charge these bikes. Well, fortune favors the bold here. I'll bring my 17 wounds with me. And let's start off with the Melta going into your Knight. How many shots am I going to make? 1. There's the command point reroll. For 6. Okay, that's a little bit better. So I'm going to be hitting you on 3s with this. So there is 1 miss, and I'm going to be wounding you on 3s. And 1 fail there. So you got 4 4-up saves to make. Look at your dice, man! Let's go the missile launcher. Because I got 2 hits out of that. And then wounding on... I think this is strength 7. I can't remember. Let's see. I rolled a 1 and a 4, so the 4 might wound. Was I right? Is it a 7?
Spear is strength 8.
Oh, it's strength 8. So there's 1 wounding hit. AP minus
2, so 4-up save.
I made it.
These dice are really good.
Let's try the heavy stubber. Ha! Well, I hit you once. Failed to wound. Charge phase. Let's charge into these 2 bikes, and you get your Overwatch, sir.
Nope.
Double miss. I gotta roll high here. Not like crazy high, but good. 8? Maybe. Let's check. That gets him there. Well, you're a math teacher, so you can do really fast, like shorthand math, right?
No.
So
I
if
have to
I
show my work. I don't know. The fists is 6 damage each.
It's 8 damage apiece.
8 damage.
So it's just gonna
really
squish
only
him.
to get 2 through.
Right.
So let's work backwards. So you need to get 2 through. I have a 4-up invuln, so that means you do 4 wounds.
Right.
And they wound on a 2.
They wound on a 2, but I only get 4 attacks hitting on 2s, so I'm wounding on 2s.
Wow. Do you have any more rerolls?
I don't. I'm out of rerolls.
Wow. All right, so let's
Or I
compare
could
that
take
to
the 12 attacks.
12 hit on 2s.
Yes.
That's 10. Wounding on 2s.
Wounding on 3s because you're toughness 6.
Yeah, so 10, let's say you're down to 8, and then I fail half of those, and it's D3 damage.
D3 per, yeah.
Yeah, so it's almost the same math. I would love to have a calculator, like a Texas Instruments TI-85, kids.
Well, here is Josh's math tip of the day. When it's pretty close, go with less dice. So let's try hitting on 2s. Okay, I got 1 miss. Not good. I'm going to wound you on 2s with the fist. You got to fail both of these.
I'll try my best. I fail 1.
Well, he does manage to squish 1 bike, 8 damage. And you got the other one ready to swing back.
Hitting on 2s. Nope. Strength
Okay.
6, I need 5s. No reroll because I did not charge. 1 at -3.
-3 puts me to a 6-up. And he's fine. Alright, so that will end the game. Oh yeah, there's 1 fight over there. Kick him to death! Here, ready? These are all going to hit on 3s. They're going to wound you on 3s.
6s because he's a 7.
Oh, sorry, yeah, no, I missed that anyways. Doesn't matter. Swing back.
They all hit.
Jeez, he's scary. 5s.
1 with no armor save.
Okay, so he goes down to 6.
6, yeah.
Now that's game. And we calculated the points ahead of time. The only chance I had was to kill the Knight this turn, as well as that unit of bikes. And even then, it would have been tight. I think, what was the final score on it? For power level destroyed?
So you did 59.
Yep.
You killed 59 with the doubling of some of the power levels.
Correct.
I did 116.
Whew. Well, we're going to sit down, have a little post-game chat after we tidy up, and talk about what went well, what didn't go well, and kind of our thoughts of the game. Alrighty, folks, time for the post-game chat. So, first off, let's start with Gil. Give me your overall impressions of the game.
I think because the conditions of the game where I went first and the special mission where I had to roll every turn to see the range of the weapons gave me a distinct advantage, it felt like
I was stealing the initiative every turn of the game because I always got to see what that range was and react to it before Josh had a chance to react to it. But Josh was really nice and made this a game a really, really interesting experience that I never thought so much work went into MiniWarGaming. And now that I'm here and I see how much work they do, I'm really impressed.
Yeah, I mean, like, I look at the scenario, and I've ran into stuff like this before, and it's one of those, I was back and forth if I should go first. And I'm still wondering if I should have taken first turn. I don't think I could have made good use of first turn, but I look at now with the ranges and all that, maybe I might have been able to go for it, but I really, we talked about it during lunch, Gil and I, the abstractions with games that you can't plan for. I like the unknown variables. And meanwhile, you being a math teacher, like to be able to run the math ahead of time and kind of figure out the optimal way to do everything. So kind of a fun back and forth on that. Definitely still a huge fan of open war. So yeah, this was a lot of fun, and I think I learned a thing or two. And I've always said that if me and my opponent both had fun, I had fun. Did you have fun?
I had a ton of fun.
You know, if we both have fun and we both learn a thing or two, these are the bat reps I like to watch. So it's kind of the people that I make bat reps for. So hopefully you folks enjoyed. So looking at the game, was there any... Obviously, we can't plan for an open war battle, but this is your tournament-type army?
This is, yes.
Okay.
I just played at the Du Bois tournament yesterday and the day before. I didn't do well, but I had a lot of fun, met a lot of really nice people. I played David Vega, Skylar, Ted, Christian, and I forget the other fella's name, but they're really, really nice guys. Jeff. And Jeff was probably one of the most chill guys ever, also from Canada. I think Skylar's from Canada.
Yep.
And I was really impressed by the quality of players, how nice they are in Canada, and then coming to MiniWarGaming, I was really impressed by this entire studio. I highly recommend. Anyone who can has to come here.
Now, because when you came to visit, it's your buddy that's a bigger fan of the channel. You weren't super familiar with MiniWarGaming as a channel?
Yeah, I've watched videos, and I kind of recognized people's faces, but I had no idea the size of the production.
Yeah, well, only going to get better when we move into the new place, and we're aiming for spring. I don't know if we've talked about this not or yet, so there you go. We're aiming for a spring opening, whether that's a full open or a soft open. We don't know yet. But, yeah, for the army that you brought, hindsight being 2020, would you change anything, or is this kind of your preferred way to play?
I like this game because between the two types of knights, the two types of Custodes, and the two types of assassins, I only show up with 4 data sheets.
Yes.
So it makes life really easy, and I feel like to have a good game, your opponent has to know what you're doing, and it's nice to know what they're doing. So being able to communicate easily, I really like this. I wouldn't change anything, and what I'm really happy about is whenever I tell my friends that I play House Mortan, they look at me a little funny, and then when I came here and played Josh, and he says he's playing House Mortan,
yeah,
that was the moment when I realized we were meant to be.
Kindred spirits. Well, it's funny because it was like that high five across the table. It's like, wait, what house do you play? Because I don't run into people playing House Mortan, and I think they're fantastic as, you know, being really flexible allies to almost any force. As far as my army comp, I mean, it's my pretty standard army comp, and I'm still pretty happy with it. I'm leaning more towards, I don't know, I got to do something about the Corvuses because they're good, but they're worth a bunch.
I would not drop the Corvus at all because
No?
a popular strategy that I've had used against me with a Deathwatch player was the Corvus, where often the only way to kill a flyer is to somehow assault it with Custodes.
Okay,
or, like there's other units, I think Harlequins or some other things can assault flyers. But what I mean by this is you try to surround a flyer with infantry and then shoot it out of the air.
Yep.
And the first person who ever did this was my buddy Ryan, and he scared the heck out of me because I didn't realize that when the vehicle explodes, if you can't place the model,
Yes.
then you're in big trouble. But Deathwatch, if they can still fit even 3 or 4 models in that footprint of the Corvus
Black Star, yeah.
Black Star, those frag cannons that hit automatically with the D6 shots can be really, really scary. So that's actually what I was the most scared of in this mission.
Yep.
And I didn't realize they had 2 different profiles, the shooting and the automatic.
Well, it's kind of like almost 3 profile because you've got your standard 2-shot assault profile that gets better at closer range, then you got the auto hit profile,
Yep.
which is just a better heavy flamer.
Yeah. So I would not change anything in your list because, like, this mission I would disregard as like a.
Oh, they're
tactical-
funny one-offs, right?
Yeah, yeah, but you know, I would definitely, now that I see what your the Warglaives do, the close combat Warglaives.
Yeah.
With House Mortan, I'm gonna go change my list.
Yep.
So.
Well, that's one thing, because, I mean, the Warglaives seem to be a choice that people look down upon, and the Helverins are way better. I think they both play their roles, and I think Helverins in specific circumstances are better, but overall, I find those Warglaives way more flexible. And I don't have two of them on purpose. I split a Forge Vein box, and I was actually going to buy some 3D printed autocannon bits off Shapeways. And I just never got around to it, and I wanted to get my stuff done, so I just kind of gave it to Dan and said, you know, maybe later I'll rip the arms off. I don't think I changed them. Those two Warglaives fit in so well. Now, that being said, that's going to lead into talking about, you know, kind of big game and defining moments. I'll start off on this one. I think I was a little too aggressive with the Warglaives early on. Not paying enough attention to how many points they were giving away. And also, you know, really banking on making some of those invuln saves that didn't happen. Now, I mean, in retrospect, I don't know if I would have done too much differently anyways, but I think that was kind of one that put me on the back foot and had me trying to play the catch-up game, which is typically not where I want to be with Deathwatch, because they tend to be a pretty alpha strikey, hit really hard all at once army, and then they have little staying power. But what were any big game-defining moments for you? Good, bad, either way.
There was the big moment for me, which you surprised me with. I did not really expect it to happen. Was a combination of two things. Yeah, I think you had a relic that lets you teleport across the table next to one of your characters.
Yep.
And you didn't use it, but once you explained it, I was trying to plan for it. And when I dropped my Evasaur Assassin in your backfield, at first I thought it was kind of a waste of time to go after your little tack squad, but I had nothing had nothing else for him to do.
Yes.
And at that point, I expected your Corvus Blackstar to drop onto my table corner and unload all your guys, and then for you to teleport in one big ball.
Yep.
But when your guys got out of the Blackstar, when the Blackstar went after the Assassin,
Yep.
I realized that I had an opportunity to shoot it so that they would drop there, and that would kind of help me know where they were going to be.
Right.
So you surprised me when you went after the Assassin. But then it turned out I got lucky because I was able to shoot the flyer and take off a lot of wounds there. So I think that one turn of shooting the Assassin was really one turn of you not shooting at other stuff, and that you surprised me, and then it turned out being a pleasant surprise.
Well, I mean, I kind of looked at it, and I wasn't sure, because the Corvus, I mean, it's hit or miss with the hitting on 4s. I think part of the idea was I wanted to fly up on the board. I wanted to try to get you broken up. I wanted to try to get because I was worried about zipping up the Corvus and getting surrounded, like you said, and having a tough time dropping.
Yeah.
Because that's an expensive veteran squad inside of it, plus there was a captain in there. So I was worried about that, so I was trying to find somewhere to go. I wanted to be up in the air, but yeah, I was hoping to try to bait those jet bikes into coming forward a little bit more and going after it. Didn't take the bait, so good play on that one. It ended up working out okay, because I figured, you know, if he was able to go over there, I could kill an assassin, get him out of the way, because I don't want characters kind of tying me up all over the place, blocking my moves. And then I figured even if he got blown up there, not the end of the world, because the squad's close to where I want them to be, and I could teleport with the captain. So that was a little bit calculated. I think the one of the big dummy moves for me was the captain dying with that 3-up invuln. Now, on average, I think it was like 50-50 for him to live without that reroll, because no, you're doing D3 damage, right?
Yes.
Okay, so D3 damage.
So I rolled above average.
You did roll above average on that one. So yeah, I think on average I should have lived, and I was running out of command points, so I decided to play it a little bit risky, and it came back to bite me a little bit. But I had some pretty bad rerolls anyway, so whatever.
Yeah, I think the dice played a role.
It was a 1 in 3 chance of failing. I'm kind of going like, the chances of him dying aren't that great. Because that 4 damage Thunderhammer probably could have torn up the bikes pretty good. But yeah, overall, definitely, I think you set the pace of the game, kept the momentum up, and kept me on my back foot. Which is a good way to play for me, because it's good practice. You know what I mean? And that's, I think, how we grow as players, is getting stuck into situations you don't want to be in and trying to deal with it. So overall, I had a ton of fun. I always find I learn the most when I lose, and oh boy, did I learn a bunch this game. Any closing thoughts for the folks at home?
If you ever have a chance to come to MiniWarGaming, you better take it.
Well, there we go. So, Vault members, thank you guys for your continued support. It's you Vault members that keep us going here at MiniWarGaming. You keep the lights on, you keep the guests fed. It's all about you folks. So, leave some comments, leave some love. I always do my best to keep an eye on Batreps and reply back. You can always shoot me an email to josh@miniwargaming.com. I went from having like a 24-hour response time to like, you're lucky if you hear back in a week now, but I do my best to reply to all the emails in a quasi-timely fashion. So other than that, thanks for tuning in, keep being awesome, and as always, happy wargaming.